In the latest step of its ongoing major transformation, Disneyland Paris is thrilled to announce the highly anticipated reopening of its renowned five-star Disneyland Hotel on January 25th, 2024. Every centimeter of the interior of this legendary establishment is undergoing a complete reimagination, from the spectacular grand lobby to the luxuriant rooms and suites, to offer its future guests a new luxury concept, interwoven with beloved royal Disney characters, both classic and new.
I'm in the company of Sylvie Massarin, who's the art director in charge of hotels at Walt Disney Imagineering Paris. Hello, Sylvie.
Hello, Carmen.
So let me ask you our very first question. Can you please walk us through the very concept of this reimagination?
Yes, it's really a reimagination, but also a reconstruction to elevate the hotel to the best comfort standards and to immerse the guests in a royal setting. And also the concept is really royal. And we imagine the hotel as a timeless castle, and we found our inspiration through all the periods, a variety of periods from medieval to Renaissance, but also we really elevate and reinvented in a more modern design. We really put the guests in a royal journey through culture and history. And when you'll be in each place of the hotel, you imagine you can be in a room of the castle. And also we get all the opportunity to have the iconic royal Disney stories in a kind of elegant and refined decor, but also a luxury comfort. And I'm proud as an Imagineer to associate imagination and technique to offer to the guests the best and unique experience.
The red carpet treatment awaits one and all at Disneyland Hotel. The immersive royal experience begins the moment guests enter the grand lobby, an architectural masterpiece inspired by the libraries of world-famous French castles, blending precious materials in a symphony of ivory and gold tones. Reigning supreme over this welcoming space, a monumental chandelier made of bohemian crystal representing Sleeping Beauty Castle.
We just talked about how the Disneyland Hotel lobby will set the perfect atmosphere for our guests to begin writing their own stories. But what is going to make this lobby even more alive?
Well, the Disneyland Hotel, as you said, is going to be the perfect place for guests to live out all of their royal dreams. And to begin their journey, we will have royal greeters meeting them in the hotel lobby, welcoming them and helping them to begin that story, as you say, of their journey as royalty here at the Disneyland Hotel. We also are very excited. We are developing a brand new show, especially for the Disneyland Hotel, that we call La Troupe Royale, or the Royal Troupe. And this is a troupe of actors who will be engaging our guests in the lobby and other locations throughout the hotel in Disney stories. Our guests may take on the role of Disney characters in the stories. We may have a musical sing-along from one of our favorite movies. And these activities could also include appearances by some of our favorite Disney friends like Aladdin or Rapunzel or Cinderella.
For royal foodies like me, can we also expect immersion into our Disneyland Hotel restaurants and the bar?
Absolutely. Think about it. We have 2 restaurants, a bar, and a couple of dedicated lounges. So there should be something literally for everybody, I suppose. And once again, every location in the hotel has been carefully inspired by a location that exists in the castle. So let's take the Royal Banquet, for example. It's been inspired by those grand reception halls that you can find in the castle. So think very royal and elegant materials, colors, textures, and obviously a lot of Disney magic and Disney touches. And in every reception hall, there's a lot of portraits. It kind of is like a gallery. And since we've got 4 different rooms, we will have like 4 very different themes and aspects of royalty and characters and stories that we will be celebrating. It's really, really a fun space. I cannot wait for you guys to discover it.
And it's going to be a perfect place for our guests to have another interaction with some of their favorite Disney friends. We're going to be hosting meal periods with Mickey and Minnie and their friends in this restaurant in the Royal Banquet Hall. And we are very excited excited because they have all new costumes designed especially for the Disneyland Hotel.
Thomas, is there a second restaurant experience that you'd like to tell us about?
There is, and it's called La Table de Lumière. Think of it as a massive ballroom that we're going to have in Disneyland Hotel. And when it came up to designing the space, the main inspiration was La Galerie des Glaces in the Château de Versailles. And so there's going to be mirrors everywhere. We're going to be playing with lights, chandeliers, and a lovely, very cozy atmosphere. And obviously, it happens that the Galerie des Glaces also inspired the ballroom from Disney's classic Beauty and the Beast. So it was a perfect match for us to celebrate Beauty and the Beast and add some little nods, very subtle nods in our design to celebrate this wonderful classic and this tale as old as time.
Wow.
And it's another amazing opportunity for immersion into your Disney royal stories. And our guests are going to have the chance to every evening meet different royal couples who are joining the experience for dinner. So they could meet Belle and her prince, Tiana and Naveen, Aladdin and Jasmine, Aurora and Prince Philip, in this beautiful, amazing setting.
It's very exciting.
Is it?
Well, there's a bar at Disneyland Hotel, and it's called the Fleur de Lis Bar. This is going to be a very elegant space, another take on the royal symbols when it comes up to the design. It's going to be very comfortable, loads of blues and silver tones, very contemporary. And since the Fleur de Lis is a symbol of royalty, we'll also be playing with other symbols of royalty from other Disney classics. So we'll be playing on symbols like family cresses. So it's another really interesting take on the storytelling in these iconic Disney stories.
Wonderful. Is there any other experience you'd like to tell me about?
Well, there's also a couple of lounges and dedicated lounges, and our guests staying in the Castle Club bedrooms and suites will have access to the Castle Club Lounge, which has, I believe, a prime view on the Disneyland Park and especially on Sleeping Beauty's castle. It's going to be truly another comfortable space, a royal immersion within our castle. Great color scheme. And there's going to be castles engraved in mirrors with like twinkling lights with like a truly magical effect. And we have railings, very round railings inspired by the designs of Mary Blair and what she's done for Cinderella. So it's another great way to celebrate iconic classic Disney elements.
And another chance for immersion with your favorite Disney friends. So the guests of the Castle Club Lounge will also be able to every day have breakfast with some of their favorite Disney princesses. Maybe Moana, Merida, Aurora, Cinderella, everyone paying a special visit to this beautiful location.
At Disneyland Hotel, we have 487 bedrooms and suites, and they've really been designed and thought as an extension of this journey through time and through culture that we are telling in the hotel. So you're still going to find all these elements and this mix of time period, yet still with this contemporary twist inside the bedrooms. And we've been working very closely with our friends at Walt Disney Animation Studios to celebrate 11 classic royal stories that range from Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty and The Little Mermaid and Aladdin, and even more recent hits like Frozen, Moana, and Raya and the Last Dragon, which I'm very excited about. And we've created a range of exclusive artwork, truly magical pieces for our guests to discover with the best artists. So this is really great. And so when it comes up to these bedrooms, we have two categories of bedroom. The first one being the superior bedrooms. And it's like, they both have like a complete different vibe and atmosphere. So the superior bedrooms are more going to be in powdered blues, very comfortable, like with hints of ivory tones. We also created this gorgeous jewel box that will be revealing the coffee and tea supplies And on top of it, we also have themed elements such as this mirror that represents Tangled in a very, very subtle and elegant way. And you'll also find these elements in the other category of bedroom, which is the deluxe bedrooms. And it's another atmosphere, another color palette, really. And it's going to be softer colors. Once again, the idea is just for you to feel comfortable in there. So it's more going to be leaning towards golds and purpley reds to create this very cozy atmosphere. And on top of it, we have this amazing lit canopy and elements of magic everywhere in this bedroom.
With designs inspired by Cinderella's home, this suite has been imagined as a boudoir, elegant furniture and materials with a soft and powdered color palette. Pink in the bedroom, blue and ivory in the living room. Guests will be in awe of all the references to the decor, story, and characters from Cinderella's home, details including the chimney, her ball gown sewn by her animal friends, or even her famous glass slipper that will magically light up.
By Cinderella's home, this suite has been imagined as a boudoir with touch of Marie Antoinette style, with elegant furniture and material. The color palette is very soft and powered. Pink in the bedroom, blue and ivory tones in the living room. Everywhere you look, there are references to the decor, story, and character from the Walt Disney Animation Studios classic. Cinderella glass slipper will also be showcased in the lawn with representation of some of her best friends.
Let me tell you about the Rapunzel signature suites. They are an invitation to stay in Rapunzel's creative bubble. These suites are very cozy thanks to wooden elements and a warm color palette, including subtle hints of purple. Many unique elements from Rapunzel's story will be brought to life. Imagineers work closely with Walt Disney Animation Studios and with talented craftspeople to ensure that every detail matched the animated reference. And for example, the Sundrop flower will let its power shine throughout the room.
This immersive suite will transport the guests into the magnificent Beast's castle and its mythical fireplace, surrounded by a large display of books and warm and elegant materials. Guests will even encounter Belle's enchanted friends, such as Lumiere and the wardrobe. The mystical enchanted rose will also illuminate the place. The warm atmosphere inspired by Scandinavian interiors is embellished by designs and motifs characteristic of Arendelle, including the crocus flower, its official emblem symbolizing rebirth and spring. It is an invitation to travel and to let the imagination set free at the sight its detailed decors, such as the magnificent mantelpiece featuring a portrait of Anna and Elsa together, or a window overlooking an all-year-long magically glittering snowflake.
Let me show you the Sleeping Beauty signature suite. We are taking you back to the medieval time. Stone walls, columns, arches, wooden finishes, elegant and deep reds and blues. You can also see a dress, and it seems like the fairy did not quite agree on the best color to match the space.
Guests in the princely suite will step inside the live-action retelling of Beauty and the Beast. Inside, they will discover lavish Baroque decor. From the bedroom to the lounge-turned ballroom and bathroom, every detail of this spacious residence is truly enchanted by a tale as old as time, with its chandeliers, fireplace, and glittering rose adorning the headboard.
If you like the signature suites, you will love the Royal Suite Frozen even more. Here, the main inspiration is the iconic scene where Elsa decides to let it go and embrace her powers for the very first time by creating this majestic ice castle atop the North Mountain. It is the most exclusive and biggest suite in the hotel, with 206 square meters. Guests will for sure feel an emotional connection with this one-of-a-kind suite.
And Xavier, I know there are more services that are going to make our guest stay even more extraordinary. Can you tell us about them?
Absolutely. The Disneyland Hotel is really the extension of the magic of our parks. That's why we have reinvented the wellness spaces with a brand new full menu of feel-good and fun experiences. At the Crystal Pool and Health Club, the guests are going to be invited to swim in an exquisite decor directly inspired by the Laken Royal Greenhouses of Brussels, so European. Also, we will reopen the hotel and the fitness with smart equipment, and not only, we will unveil a new space dedicated to relaxation practices. And the Disneyland Hotel Spa. The Disneyland Hotel Spa has been completely remodeled with new signature experiences for adults and kids for unforgettable moments.